Please sign right here. Let me take a picture of you with the box.
A picture? Why?
It's part of the protocol.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to remind you how sensitive the material is.
I know. Thanks.
Good. Take care.
Russell, did you receive it?
It just arrived.
Good. Listen, priority is to find the real cause of death. Early reports indicate suicide, a drug overdose, but I don't buy it. It doesn't make sense. She was too important and the timing was odd.
She was a lawyer at GoAT, right?
More like the vice president.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So now you see how deeply in trouble you'd be if anything leaks out.
You're putting me in a tough spot here, Tom.
Not if you're careful, Russell. Just make sure nothing leaks out.
Why not wait for the full autopsy? Why do you need me?
We need to move faster, and if there's something bigger going on, we need to investigate it. This is a one-time chance to catch them. GoAT has been dodging us for way too long.
So you want me to spy on them through her memories?
No, I just want you to find out how she died, which is legal. But if I'm right, it will take us somewhere nasty. I know there's something off. We just need to find out what.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Good. Remember, it's because of these people we're here in the first place.
Well, we don't know anything yet.
We will, Russell. I've been in this for too long to know it's not just suicide. You'll see. So, I've given you access to her apartment on Stratford Avenue. They're about to wrap it up over there, but Detective Stan Becker's waiting for you. He knows you're coming. If you want to investigate the real place, you should head out there now.
All right. I'll check it out.
Okay then, I'll leave you to it. Don't keep Stan waiting, and keep me posted on anything you find.
Sure. See ya. No disc uploaded yet. And I can't keep that detective waiting. This'll take a while. I should visit her apartment while the memory gets ready. Carl liked to read this nonsense. I never figured out how such a great scientist was able to pour so much time in reading clickbait articles. He once said he could draw global connections through them. I really need a new partner. Hard to replace Carl, though. This was the first thing I brought in here.
Hey, Russell, right? Tom said you'd come. Feel free to take a look around, but don't touch anything. Let me know if you have any questions. Men's clothes. Broken. Looks like something was thrown at it. Vomit. Bloody footprints. She probably stepped on the broken shards. Looks like where the body was. G-Zac sleeping pills. You need a prescription for these. Was she going somewhere? Quite a view. Yeah?
Do you have any theories about what happened?
It's a little early yet, but everything points to suicide. There are lots of loose ends as to why, especially considering who she was. Her laptop, for example, is gone. We haven't been able to find it, so who knows how deep that thing goes. Even so, I don't think there's a possibility someone sneaked in and forced her to take some pills somehow. But don't take my word for it. We don't even have the full autopsy report yet.
Who found her?
Didn't you get the report? It was her husband.
Do you know anything else about him?
His name is Alex. Pretty average guy. Fitness trainer. The victim had kicked him out a few months ago. They were about to get a divorce. He came by to pick up some stuff he'd left here.
Could he have been angry about the divorce?
Yeah. But as I said, she'd been dead for at least 6 hours before he got here. So if somehow he forced her to take an overdose over the phone, then yeah, he could have done it.
What time did he find her?
The morning after, and called right away. The security cameras corroborate the time he arrived, so we don't have any reason to suspect him.
Did she leave any children or family?
No children, no brothers or sisters, foreign parents that she didn't see much. For now, that's all I know. And a husband. Pretty regular corporate profile, if you ask me.
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah?
Thanks.
No problem.
It's getting late. Evie, ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please operate on patch 1.2. And scan for the latest memory you can find, ideally just before her death.
Understood.
So this is when she died. Reconstructing glass from memories. I don't think we'll ever get it right. Maybe someone will figure it out eventually. But it's always going to be a wild guess. Lots of missing information here, Evie. This doesn't seem to be the right moment.
Yes. I wasn't able to pinpoint any further coordinates. Objective data is incomplete.
Reasons?
High emotional state.
She might have known she was going to die. Is there enough data to reconstruct a subjective state of the memory?
Yes.
Good. I'll enter the subjective state and see what I can find.
Subjective reconstruction was successful, but I couldn't interpret all data.
It's fine, Evie. Subjective interpretation is tough for any AI, even a special one like you. That ladder goes down to the first floor. I can't make sense of this sound. I can't make sense of this sound. I can't make sense. Could this be her as a child? And the objective, adult version of her isn't represented. Only her shadow. Could mean so many things. Evie, there seems to be a bugged reconstruction here. No way to fix it, right?
There is incomplete data linked to this coordinate. Shouldn't be too far. It belongs somewhere in the memory, but I cannot interpret it. I need to know what it is and where it belongs.
All right. I'll study it and put it in the right place. There was something here in the objective state. Evie, do a match with clock data at this spot. Looks like a girl. Looks like a girl. A picture of a dog. Following her?
Reminder. At your discretion, I can momentarily free memory and processing power to deliver more accurate feedback. Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the spikes in the readings suggest an intense, violent moment. Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the spikes in the readings suggest an intense, violent moment.
A spider web. No way out. No mirror. Seems close. Maybe in the objective state. The water is running. Glass always gives Evie trouble. No mirror. Seems close. Maybe in the objective state. No mirror. Maybe this is the right moment. The raw data should work here. Evie, do a match right here with a mirror being violently broken. The mirror shards are making a trail to the bedroom. What is this hand doing here? You were right, Tom. She wasn't alone. Should be good enough evidence to keep him satisfied for now.
Should I shut down the simulation?
Please, go ahead.
Understood. Shutting down in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Russell. Any good news?
It wasn't a clear reconstruction, but I managed to get some objective evidence. There was a clear hand next to her, just when she was lying on her bed, and the pills were all over the floor. So it seems you may be right. There was definitely somebody with her.
A hand. That's all you could find?
Well, Tom, I'm just getting started. Her last memories are fuzzy, and that's probably because of the psychological stress she was under. The fact that she wasn't alone is a good start.
Yeah, good to know. But we need to know who it was so we can do something about it.
I'll keep looking, Tom. Let's just hope the rest of the memories are in better shape.
I hope so. Did you find anything else?
I saw a lot of other things. I just need to understand her unconscious better.
It's fine, Russell. Just keep looking, but I need something else from you. We need to get into her private email. The password? We were able to hack the words, but there are 3 numbers at the start that we don't know. We have only a few shots at this, so that's why I need you.
Her password? That might be interesting to find.
Hey, I'm liking this attitude. I was expecting some moral and legal sermon.
Well, it's not like I'm not worried. The new regulations are like stepping on glass.
Don't be. You're doing what's legally right. Just send us a nice and clean scan and inspection report as required, and there will be no issues.
I'll do what I can.
Good. We're counting on you. The password ends with Namas. N-A-M-A-H-S. But it's preceded by 3 numbers. We have 3 to 4 tries with this password at most, so when you have something, call me.
I will. See you, Tom.
Bye, Russell.
Upload is ready. Okay, Evie. We need to find that password. But most importantly, how and why she died. If you can isolate memories or dreams that may have a connection with the password, or emotional patterns similar to those of her death.
A deep search is needed to find such patterns. It will take time.
Yeah, I know. I could use some rest anyway.
Understood. Search will run overnight.
Optimize the processes as much as you can. Good night, Evie.
Thank you. Good night.
I've got nothing to put in there. I need to start over again. This is not a pipe. The search will run overnight. My little project. It's come a long way. I've got nothing to put in there. I really need a new partner. Hard to replace Carl, though. Home sweet home. There's never enough time. This is Marie Tsu's speech when receiving a UN award. It was about AI, the future, and this building's design. They seem to be already using it. She seems to be quite optimistic on what can be done. I haven't slept well lately. A note from Laura. Laura. I wonder what she's up to. At this hour? What is this place? What have you gotten me into, Tom? Hi, Evie. Before asking about the overnight scan, I need to get a letter scanned. Anything you can find on it is useful.
Understood. Please leave it in the scanning hardware, and I'll do my best.
Okay, here it is. Please see if you can match that picture with anything. It's urgent.
Understood.
And if there are any fingerprints or any other clues you can extract.
I'll start with the picture. I have hardware limitations for most other tasks.
Yeah, I know. I'll build a decent scanner soon. Meanwhile, I'm sure my little project can be of some use.
I will try.
That's all I ask. Nothing else to put in there for now. Upload is ready. So, anything interesting on the search last night?
I found 2 parts of her lifeline that may help you, but only one is fully reconstructed. This one is a childhood memory that seems to be connected not only to the password, but also to her adult life. The other one is a recurring dream that started about 1 month ago, virtually every night. I'll need to brute force my way to a reconstruction for this dream. I'll notify you when I have something that can be uploaded.
Interesting. Upload the childhood memory in the meantime, and keep working on that dream. Evie, please activate the control panel Carl was working on. It might be easier now that we have more than one memory available.
Understood. And letter scan is in process. Nothing found yet.
Thanks. Keep me posted.
Control panel 1.2 is activated.
I wonder what this represents. Homemade cookies. Homemade cookies. A time warp. The control is near the door. Happy memories are always saved in a special way. A spoon with books. It doesn't like when I look at it. It doesn't like when I look at it. A time warp. The control is near the door. A time warp. The control is near the door. I wonder what this represents. There's also that spoon again orbiting the sun. Interesting. I wonder what this represents. There's also that spoon again orbiting the sun. Interesting. A spoon with books. Another failed glass attempt, although now it reaches further into its surroundings. Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show. Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show. A time warp. The control is near the door. A time warp. The control is near the door.
Processing. At this time, I don't have any useful feedback.
A time warp. The control is near the door. A time warp. The control is near the door.
Starting. Starting. I'm a hey, yeah.
Homemade cookies. I wonder what this represents. There's also that spoon again orbiting the sun. Interesting. Joanna, are you leaving? Joanna, is it you? Where are you going? Are you Joanna as well? Are you leaving the house? The light seems like it's leaving the house from under the door. Seems like it's leaving the house from under the door. Are you Joanna as well? Are you leaving the house? Are you Joanna as well? Are you leaving the house? Joanna, is it you? Where are you going? Are you Joanna as well? Are you leaving the house? The light seems like it's leaving the house from under the door. The light seems like it's leaving the house from under the door.
Processing. At this time, I don't have any useful feedback. Processing. At this time, I don't have any useful feedback.
Happy memories are always saved in a special way. It doesn't like when I look at it. Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show. Another failed glass attempt, although now it reaches further into its surroundings. Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show. What are you looking at, Joanna? I can't enter. It's like a black wall. A time warp. The control is near the door.
Pizza. Ja, mach ich. So, 10 Grad ist für Pizza. So, Pizza. Pizza. Ja. Pizza. Ja. Pizza. Pizza. Ja, mach ich. Pizza.
A time warp. The control is near the door.
Pizza. Ja, mach ich. Ja, mach ich. Ja, mach ich. Das geht. 10 Grad ist für Pizza. 10 Grad ist für Pizza. 10 Grad.
So this is what those asteroids were about. Her parents, most likely. Her own version of things. Such beautiful innocence. There's also that spoon again orbiting the sun. Interesting. Her own version of things. Such beautiful innocence. There's also that spoon again orbiting the sun. Interesting. Homemade cookies. A time warp. The control is near the door.
Ja, mach ich. Pizza. Ja.
A time warp. The control is near the door. Happy memories are always saved in a special way. A spoon with books. A spoon with books.
Processing. At this time, I don't have any useful feedback. This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by the user. But raw data needs to be discovered first.
Another failed glass attempt, although now it reaches further into its surroundings. Glass, mirrors, so many old superstitions exist about them. They are so impossible to interpret subjectively. Another failed glass attempt. Someone unreadable in the magic mirror show. Someone unreadable in the magic mirror show. It doesn't like when I look at it.
I'm a head down.
A time warp. The control is near the door. Maybe it works from the other side. Maybe it works from the other side. A time warp. The control is near the door.
I'm a head. Starting. Pizza. Starting. I'm a head. Pizza. Yeah.
Maybe it works from the other side. A time warp. The control is near the door. A time warp. The control is near the door. A time warp. The control is near the door.
Processing. At this time, I don't have any useful feedback.
Reconstructing glass from memories. I don't think we'll ever get it right. Interesting glitch on the clock. So the laptop was here. She even took the time to write something.
This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by the user. But raw data needs to be discovered first.
Yeah, my head. Order some pizza. Order some pizza. Starving. That's good. Starving. Yeah, my head. Pizza.
A time warp. The control is near the door. Homemade cookies. Her own version of things. Such beautiful innocence. There's also that spoon again orbiting the sun. Interesting. A spoon with books. Another failed glass attempt, although now it reaches further into its surroundings.
Processing. At this time, I don't have any useful feedback.
Could be a defense mechanism.
Most likely. In current patch, they are unfiltered by default.
Are they using my behavior?
Yes.
Good. This will give them a much broader expression range. Thanks for the warning, though. It seems to react to my behavior. Is it the same entity from the kitchen? It doesn't like it when I look at it. Is it the same entity from the kitchen? It doesn't like it when I look at it. It seems to react to my behavior. It seems to react to my behavior. Someone's desperate to enter.
This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by the user. But raw data needs to be discovered first. Processing. I can't pinpoint an exact event for this area. Time is a moving variable. I recommend keep going forward. It must lead somewhere.
It seems slightly different than the last time I saw it. It seems slightly different than the last time I saw it. The path splits in two. The path splits in two. Unreadable. Maybe in the objective state. Evie, isn't this body a little blown out of proportion? For it being in the objective state, I mean.
There are no errors in the simulation.
Is it inside the scale error margin?
0.11% off, but valid thanks to accurate matches on its surroundings.
Okay. Still seems a bit too big. We'll have to review those algorithms soon.
Understood.
A male body. Maybe her father? A male body. Maybe her father? One of them should be the mother. One of them should be the mother. Are those baby sandals behind the glitch? Are those baby sandals behind the glitch? A bedtime story, maybe. I could swear it's slightly different from the last time I saw it. A bedtime story, maybe. Interesting shapes. You again. Are you watching TV? Could it be watching TV? Could it be watching TV? The music is quite distorted. Interesting shapes.
Keith, Stevens ready. Keith, Stevens ready. Keith, Stevens ready.
Unreadable. Maybe in the objective state. That behavior was extremely aggressive.
Yes,
Could be a defense mechanism based in phobia.
a manageable problem replacing an unmanageable one.
Exactly. I wonder what it's hiding. This seems like the shadow of the people that were at the start of the memory. This seems like the shadow of the people that were at the start of the memory. Is that Joanna inside the frame? Is that Joanna inside the frame? So you're only subjective. Where are you heading now? So you're only subjective. Where are you heading now? Evie, is there a reason the dog can enter there while I can't?
It wasn't resolved as a neutral space. The coordinates are only for the dog, which is a Class D entity.
Class D. Could it be made into an avatar?
Querying stability. Done. Mapping behavior. Done. Processing. Avatar transform awaiting input. Usability unpredictable.
another child's room. The dog projects a child's shadow. Maybe it's not a dog after all.
The dog was also in her death memory, in the form of a picture.
Exactly. Could there be a sister or brother? I was told by that detective that she was an only child. We need to find out more about this room and this child. The dog projects a child's shadow. Maybe it's not a dog after all. We need to find out more about this room and this child. Is that Joanna inside the frame? You again. You again. Unreadable. Maybe in the objective state. Not such a relaxing sound anymore. Interesting shapes. One of them should be the mother. Interesting shapes. Could it be watching TV? I would have imagined the subjective static noise to be different at this age. Like little ants or something. I would have imagined the subjective static noise to be different at this age. Not such a relaxing sound anymore.
Steve is ready.
Microwave
Steve is
food.
ready.
Microwave food.
Steve is ready. Steve is ready. Steve is ready.
Processing. There was uninterpreted data in the repressed room that wasn't explored.
Must have missed it.
Steve is ready.
You again.
Processing. The readings of the data picked up in that room are interesting.
Interesting. How exactly?
Can't be interpreted, but there are possible descriptive words: pattern, voice, day, food. Also, it seems to be connected to positive feelings, which are more present in the earlier events. Reminder: if needed, I can recall for you any discovered raw data left inside a memory. Option is on the control panel. This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by the user. But raw data needs to be discovered first. This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by the user. But raw data needs to be discovered first. Searching.
The dog projects a child's shadow. Maybe it's not a dog after all. We need to find out more about this room and this child. You again. Evie, fill in this time warp with this data from start to end. Huh. Ordering food, it seems. 922 Klimt Street, Shinnerbard. Interesting. I could check out the real place now.
Okay, how much? 20. Klimt Street, 922, Shinnerbard, etc. Hey, no.
Laura?
Hey, Dad. Sorry for crashing by without telling you. My cell phone was dead.
Is everything all right?
Well, me and Chris had a fight, and I left him.
Oh. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. You were right, of course. I need to think things through first. Did you see my note?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay. I'm sorry, Dad. You were right. I hope you don't mind me staying a few days.
It's okay. Let's talk when I get home.
Oh, I'll be going out with a friend tonight. I promise I won't wake you up. It's just that we haven't seen each other for a while, and I need someone to talk to. But we'll see each other tomorrow morning, probably.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Thanks, Dad. And I promise I won't be a nuisance.
Don't worry about it. Talk to you soon, all right?
Right. Bye, Dad.
Bye, Laura.
Russell, we need the password.
Like, right now?
Yes, right now.
Try. 9. 2. 2.
Okay, good. We'll try this out and I'll call you back. Thanks, Russell.
No defense mechanisms to worry about. The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? Shaman Poe. Amazing that it's still readable. The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? So, she had a little sister. Martha. Could she still be alive? The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? Shaman Poe. Amazing that it's still readable.
Russell?
About her password, Tom. I might have been wrong with the password.
Yeah, I know. We don't have many chances, so be sure now.
Try. 3 0 9.
Okay, good. We'll try this out and I'll call you back. Thanks, Russell.
Upload is ready. Nothing else to put in there for now.
Russell?
Do you know anything about her parents? Or a second child named Martha?
Well, she was an only child, and I think the report said she didn't talk with her parents much. Also, they live overseas. How exactly are they important?
Well, her past seems to have affected her last days somehow. Not directly, but there seems to be a connection.
Russell, I need you to focus on who killed her. I know she must have been a very interesting person, with this and that childhood trauma that you're so eager to decipher. But we need to know her password, and who killed her. Concrete facts, Russell.
I know, but finding the connections will lead to the facts. Just tell me if you find anything interesting regarding the family.
And you tell me if you find anything interesting about her death.
Okay. Goodbye, Tom.
Bye, Russell. Russell?
It's nothing. Sorry.
Bye, Russell.
Those chimes are still hanging somewhere. Those chimes are still hanging somewhere. No defense mechanisms to worry about. No defense mechanisms to worry about. It used to be an innocent drawing. The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? Martha, it seems you were quite important in your sister's mind. What happened to you? Martha, it seems you were quite important in your sister's mind. What happened to you?
Russell?
It's nothing. Sorry.
Bye, Russell.
Hi, Evie. Any news on the picture scan?
I can't find any patterns. I am limited by the hardware.
Yeah. Point taken.
However, I was able to reconstruct the recurring dream I mentioned before. It seems to have started about 30 days before her death, with strongly repeating patterns. It is available on the control panel.
Good. Thanks.
I am having trouble reconstructing time and perspective in this dream.
How bad is it?
I should be able to reconstruct all the events eventually, but their continuity and the different dream perspectives are impossible. Please expect a few errors in continuity and perspective. 8% of dream reconstructed.
This dream reconstruction is really something special, Evie.
As it is a dream, there are no filters for physical accuracy. Therefore,
I know. It's easier to grasp the aesthetics of the imagination than the visual truth of memories.
precisely. 16% of dream reconstructed.
Seems like a perspective error. It must match from somewhere. perspective error. It must match from somewhere. Evie, try to reconstruct perspective from this angle at the current time of the dream. %20 of dream reconstructed. Evie, please try to fix this perspective to the dream.
%27 of dream reconstructed.
Could that be Joanna and Martha?
%100 of dream reconstructed.
So that's the end of the dream. Hopefully there's information about what caused it. Could that be Joanna and Martha? Could that be Joanna and Martha? Is that rain? Another dog. As far as I know, Joanna didn't have a dog in her apartment. Someone else's, perhaps. They look like my servers. This water must represent something. Water is usually a powerful subjective concept, but I'm sure it's no coincidence. There's steam coming out of that pipe. I should get closer. Richard. Can you find something on him, Evie?
Searching.
Richard and these childhood elements, could they both be the catalyst for the dream?
There are hundreds of Richards that could be connected to Joanna somehow. 29 of GoAT's current employees alone, and that is only from people that have their profiles public.
Okay. Keep searching while I ask around. There's another layer below it. There's another layer below it. Nothing else to put in there for now. Upload is ready. Hello?
Mr. Russell, hi. My name is David. I'm calling on behalf of Marie Xu.
Marie Xu? From GoAT?
That's right, the CEO.
Oh.
Miss Xu would like to speak to you in person, Mr. Russell, at GoAT today, if possible.
Well, thank you for letting me know. I'll come by as soon as I can.
Good. I will let Miss Xu know of your answer. Directions will be sent to your phone, including a pass to our guest parking lot. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye. My car's like a unicorn in here. My lab's down there. Hello?
Mr. Russell, this is Marie. A pleasure to speak to you.
Oh, Miss Chu. The pleasure's all mine.
I was notified of your arrival. I hope you had no trouble getting in.
No, none at all.
I'm very sorry for the short notice. And thank you for accepting our invitation.
I'm happy to be here.
Good. There's a lot to talk about. Listen, I'm on my way down. Please meet me on the middle bridge.
Sure. So, how do I get there?
Please take the orange wing. The elevator on the right. Jess, please help him to the bridge.
Of course.
Jess here will open the elevator and get you to the right floor. I'm coming down now. Meet you there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Bye. Mr. Russell, we finally meet. I appreciate you coming on such short notice.
Miss Chu?
You seem surprised.
Sorry, I didn't know you,
That I spoke without moving my lips?
Yeah.
Well, thanks to the amazing scientists in here, I can. And just by thinking. I'm playing with these voices, but they're all still a bit off. My voice was more nerdy. This one feels wiser. And more empowered somehow. I guess we need to have some of our AIs learn more types of people. It's interesting, though. After all this CEO business, most people in our field have seen me talking somewhere. I guess that means you are really immersed in your own research. I like that.
I guess I am.
Indeed. It took some time to reach you. You seem to be off the radar. If it weren't for the echoes of your research in the science community, I would have thought you were a ghost. At least by today's social network standards.
Probably not a coincidence. It's too easy to get distracted these days.
Indeed it is. I actually find a lot of that in here. The need to focus. Everybody is building something. They have a goal that is beyond traditional ambitions. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. Please, follow me. You see, Mr. Russell, any good we're trying to do here is in danger. If you look through these windows, you'll see the substance of what the future will be made of. Automated farming, clean energy development, bold advancements in medicine. And here is our latest and most ambitious project. The first prototype of large-scale, AI-designed automated construction. Many local uses, but useful in other worlds as well. But these are delicate times. Every step we take is a war we must fight against ignorance, mediocrity, fear. We need all the help we can take. Building a good future is 25% human ingenuity, and the rest is all politics. You see, Mr. Russell, someone like you could help us in this fight, both on a political and scientific front. 1 second, Mr. Russell. Yes. Can't it wait a few minutes? Okay. Hold the call. I'll be there. You'll have to forgive me, Mr. Russell. Even Sundays I have urgent calls. Please meet me on the executive level. I should be ready in a few minutes. Jonas at reception will send you the right way.
Hi, please put your hand on the glass so we can give you clearance. You're good to go. You can use elevator A.
Hi. You can find Miss Marie in her office.
Mr. Russell, I'm glad you made it up here. Please, close the door for me. I hope you had time to see a bit of what we're doing here. I wanted you to see it firsthand. There is so much prejudice out there regarding our mission. The best way to break it is to talk face to face, to be open about everything.
I agree. But are you open with all projects?
We are a private company, Mr. Russell. I do have a few investors to please, so no. We can't disclose everything we're working on. Some things need to mature first. I'm sure you of all people understand. And talking about this, let me be blunt. Has the TSB reached you already? I heard they're meddling with academics as well.
Yes, they are.
They move fast. I hope they aren't being as obtrusive with you as they are with us.
On a different scale, but I know what you mean.
Exactly. I'm glad we agree here. This is one of the reasons I invited you, Mr. Russell. I admire your research, and you face the same challenges we do, but on a different scale. We think a partnership would be very beneficial.
Interesting. Please, go on.
Not only would your expertise in many different areas be of immense help, but we also need the political support. A well-respected academic like you, who has always been outside of the corporate world. That is what the public needs to see. And of course, you would have a very unique position here, directing your own projects with very generous resources. It would be a win-win situation.
I like the sound of it, but I would need to know the details.
Of course. There'll be time for that. We will follow up with a full proposal. In the meantime, let me say this. Here, you can make a real difference. Great minds like us need to unite and work together. And this is the place where you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
Unless the TSB gets in the way.
Politics is the other part of the equation. The biggest part, probably. When the time comes, everything will come down to ideology. I want you to be on the right side, unless you think the TSB will avoid the upcoming problems by simply putting a lifetime brake on every possible development.
We need some regulation, even at the risk of stalling.
A fair point, Mr. Russell. I would agree with you, if time was on our side. The way I see it, regulation is supposedly what keeps us safe from the dark side of technology. But regulation isn't the problem. The problem is who creates those laws, and why. Given the current state of affairs, I don't trust the government's intentions. The law reacts, and it's always late. I understand they want to get ahead. The stakes are too high. A single mistake could cost the world everything. But they don't seem to be in the prevention business. They just want control. And God knows what they could do with what we create. They have their own agenda. So yes, regulation could be good, on paper. But in my opinion, that is not what's going on here. Besides, politicians, philosophers, intellectuals, they all had their chance. And they left us a world so advanced on one hand, and almost dead on the other. So yes, I don't appreciate them breathing down my neck while we try to fix their mess. Anyway, Mr. Russell, I don't want to keep you here for too long. And of course, you don't have to answer now. But I should tell you that given your opinions, I have no doubt that joining us would be the wise decision.
I'll think about it, but consider me interested.
That's very good to hear, Mr. Russell. My assistant David will send you more details, and we should have dinner soon to discuss everything further. And now, I'm afraid I have to get back to my work. Sadly, the world doesn't really stop getting warmer on Sundays. Thank you for coming, Mr. Russell. Feel free to stay as long as you want. And expect a call soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. Oh, and Mr. Russell, just in case, out of courtesy, we haven't signed NDAs or anything, but given the current situation, I would appreciate it that this offer remain between us, at least for now.
Of course. No worries.
Good. Let's keep it secret. As if it was a password.
That looks like Joanna's apartment building.
Why did she ask for all these files?
I have no idea. She did have access to everything, but it's very technical stuff, completely out of her area. It's like super complex, hard to read even for me, and I'm an engineer.
And the notes on these paragraphs. Singularity? Unethical?
Yeah, I think...
Shh.
Russell, you're a fucking genius, man. We got in.
That's great. Did you find anything important?
Yes, I can't speak right now, but stay tuned. Wanted to warn you, though. The attempts probably didn't go unnoticed. You know how it is. We can't compete with their infrastructure. You have to be very careful, Russell. There's a lot at stake here. Where are you right now? I have another task for you.
I'm at GoAT's headquarters.
GoAT? What the fuck are you doing there?
I got invited to meet Marie Chu, and met her at GoAT.
Oh. Wow. I wish you could have told me that sooner, but that's great. Did she offer you anything? Asked you anything about the investigation?
Not about the investigation, but she did offer me a job.
Oh. Did you take it?
I told her I'd think about it.
Well, if you get a second chance, take it. We can use this. She obviously knows you have sensitive information. It it might mean that I can start another investigation against her.
Another?
Let's just say that Munch, the previous CEO at GoAT, didn't go quietly into the night. Still, thanks for telling me all this, Russell. It's good that we're talking. As I was saying, there's another task for you. I need you to help me find something on the husband, Alex. He was with us at first, but now he's gone dark. Maybe he's afraid of something, or maybe he's just angry. In any case, if you give us some leverage on him, we might get him speaking. I have a feeling he knows more than he told us.
I see.
I'm sending you his address. Don't push him too much, though. And of course, keep us out of it.
I understand.
You're doing good. Keep at it. And call me if you need anything.
Thanks. Bye.
Hello?
Hi. Are you Alex?
Yeah, who is it?
I'm just a friend of Joanna's. I'm trying to...
Yeah, you don't sound like any of her friends. Like she had many anyway. So, what's your name?
I'm...
Alright, just leave me alone. I'm sick of you journalists and cops. Hello?
Hey, listen, I just want to...
I don't care, old man. Get lost.
I guess I'll have to stop bothering him for a while. I guess I'll have to stop bothering him for a while.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Laura. Everything all right?
Yes. You mind if I come in?
I'm not at home, but of course you can come in anytime you want.
Oh, but I'm right here. See?
How did you get here?
I know where you work, Dad. And Gregor at the entrance has known me for a while, remember?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, why aren't you opening?
Oh, wait a sec.
Thanks. This place. Your real home, Dad. I gotta say, it looks a bit better than the last time I saw it. Where's Carl?
Oh, Carl stopped working here a few weeks ago.
Really? That sucks. He was a real nice guy. Oh, I picked up this magazine in the entrance. It's for you.
Thanks.
This is not a pipe, but the painting of a pipe. Ah, our old radio! Oh, it brings back some memories. Can't believe you have this in here, Dad. It looks like something GoAT would build. Tell me when I can get in, when that on-the-fly thing is ready. So, Dad, you seem rather busy, as always, but I just wanted to come by and say hi. I had a feeling I wasn't going to see you much at home.
Yeah, well, You know how it is.
Yeah. Work is work, right?
It's just this case I'm working on. I promise I'll try to make more time when it's finished.
Oh, can I help you with it? What is it about?
It's a really delicate one. You have to promise me that you won't say anything.
Dad, I know. You can trust me.
Okay. I'm investigating the brain of a top executive. Can't tell you her name or anything, but I'm not really sure the story around her death is true.
Wow. Wait, it's not Joanna Cast, right?
You know her?
No, but it's all over the news. Oh God, you have her brain right here?
Well, sort of. It hasn't been easy to extract information at all.
Can I help you find something?
Well, as I said, in truth, you shouldn't be here. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, come on, Dad. I'm sure I can help.
Now that I think about it, there are these underground pictures that Evie hasn't been able to decipher yet.
Where? Let me look. I know the city's underground.
They're over on that table.
All right, let's see. I think I know this place.
Really?
No. I mean, not sure about the place, but that show? A friend of mine is into this shit.
What shit?
Well, don't worry. A friend of mine showed me a video on his phone that had a moment like this. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. My friend just likes weird stuff, but he's all right.
Don't worry. Can you tell me more about it?
Well, I'm not an expert, but I think there are a few places that could host a show like this.
Do you know their names?
Could be the Forge. It's an old nightclub outside the city, invitation only, or, the Wish Club. Also, weird stuff going on there. Oh, and you know what? Kinkhaven was on the news recently. It closed. It was known for its masks. I think someone died there or something. Or almost did.
Interesting. Evie, can you search for those names?
Yes. Give me a moment. Patterns found with new information. New memory available.
Ha! I told you I could help. Which was it?
Kinkhaven.
Good work, Laura.
Well, if you need me, I'm just a phone call away, so...
Yeah. I think I might need you more.
That's good to hear. This was great, Dad. I'll leave you to your work. Tell me what you find later.
Thanks, Laura. I will.
Bye, Dad.
Russell?
I found something in one of her dreams. About a man named Richard. There was nothing about him in the dossier. Does it make any sense to you?
Not at all. I'll see what I can dig up.
Hey, Laura, just checking in. Is everything all right?
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Everything's super cool.
Okay, good. Call me if you need anything, all right?
All right. Thanks. Bye, Dad.
Thanks to the name, I am able to connect many isolated chunks of data. It is a complex memory. Finishing reconstruction.
Good. Please upload it as soon as it's ready.
In the process, I have found direct connections with a previous teenager memory. Both are interlinked somehow. I'm also uploading it to the server.
Thanks. If both are interlinked, then why not? Faceless reconstruction. It's supposed to be the other way around. It's the same woman from Joanna's childhood place, but older. Her art teacher, perhaps. So I guess she knew Joanna very well. I wonder if she's still alive. It's the same woman from Joanna's childhood place, but older. Her art teacher, perhaps. So I guess she knew Joanna very well. I wonder if she's still alive. That defense mechanism, it doesn't want me in the classroom, and it kicked me back to the objective state. Could it be just children?
Children that Joanna didn't like, probably.
I wonder if there's some way to drive them off. Faceless reconstruction. It's supposed to be the other way around. In recess, I suppose. It reacts when I look at it. Maybe it represents a shy person. I really like the new patch, Evie. The unconscious is so much richer in information. There's something familiar about these shapes. It's the same woman from Joanna's childhood place. But older. Her art teacher, perhaps. So I guess she knew Joanna very well. I wonder if she's still alive. Evie, the data should represent this woman and the bell above her. The teacher reflects Joanna's mother. I wonder what she means in her subconscious. She's clearly important. Teenage Joanna. Is she crying? What an interesting scene. Her apartment.
This data doesn't seem to be regular raw data.
Does it operate differently?
It seems to be pure subjective data, belonging to all of her mind, not to a specific place, much like a global feature of her mind.
A global feature of her mind? A feature is a software term. In this case, if it has influence over all of the mind, we should call it a signifier. You said it doesn't belong to a specific place?
Yes, it should influence the other memory that was found along with this one. The moments seem to be connected somehow.
Okay. Let's see what it does. That room from her childhood. The teacher reflects Joanna's mother. I wonder what she means in her subconscious. She's clearly important. What are you doing here? Her apartment.
Selected raw data doesn't have a connection to this memory.
Her apartment again. Maybe it's just where the memory started. Can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like a fight. Finding what it's about could be useful to get Alex talking. The objective data is voxelized. It's the algorithm's most basic volume. I wonder if it's the same in the subjective state. The objective data is voxelized. It's the algorithm's most basic volume. I wonder if it's... Evie, it seems the amount of detail is greater than in the objective state. Do you know if there's a reason for this?
Much of the data is being filtered to the subjective state, but there are no errors in the filtering process. There could be a number of reasons for this. The highest probability is heavy use of drugs.
Or a very emotional moment. Can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like a fight. Finding what it's about could be useful to get Alex talking. She's very glitched. And where does that tunnel lead? There's a lot of detail there. Whoever's behind that mask must be important. There's a lot of detail there. Whoever's behind that mask must be important. Who could that be? Who could that be? Who could that be? aggressive behavior. It's trying to steal my attention by force. Does it remind you of anything, Evie?
The Joshua case.
Exactly. It was a representation of shame, if I'm not mistaken.
That was your conclusion.
What are you ashamed of, Joanna? Another one. Same behavior. These masks won't let me pass.
They seem to be subjective entities. They shouldn't block in the objective state.
Looks like different moments of her life.
Yes, and one of these moments seems to be incomplete. It is connected to the other memory found along with this one.
Interesting. She's putting on a mask. These masks again? Could they be looking at her?
They are subjective entities as well, but passive. You should be able to influence their behavior.
Looks like Joanna and her mother, maybe? What are you doing here? Joanna and her mother. Their surroundings are glitching, but not them. Maybe it's because that mask can't see her now. Her mother is blocking it. It looks like that moment at the school, but she's alone.
This moment is from the same time of the other newly found memory in her lifeline. It could be the one that is incomplete.
Interesting. She seems to be with Martha instead of her dog. She's putting on a mask. She seems to be with Martha instead of her dog. These masks are making Joanna glitch. Can't she be protected from them? Looks like Joanna and her mother, maybe? These masks again? Could they be looking at her?
They are subjective entities as well. You should be...
She doesn't mind. She doesn't glitch when the masks look at her. Maybe she wasn't ashamed of them yet. Looks like Joanna and you're here, unlike the time where Joanna is mocking the masks. masks are making Joanna glitch. Can't she be protected from them? Looks like Joanna. These masks are making Joanna glitch. Can't she be protected from them? Two masks seem to be too much. Two masks seem to be too much. Looks like that moment at the school, but she's alone.
This moment is from the same time of the other newly found memory in her lifeline. It could be the one that is incomplete.
Interesting. It looks like that moment.
This moment.
Interesting. Two masks seem to be too much. These masks are making Joanna glitch. Can't she be protected from them? Two masks seem to be too much. I wonder if they have something to do with shame as well. Evie, please match this data to this spot. Interpret it as Joanna's teacher. It stopped glitching. The data is useful again. It seems to There's blood on its eyes. It's a cell phone. It's a cell phone. There's blood on its eyes.
Processing. The data seems to be connected with different elements that are close together, but I can't pinpoint their location. Some of these elements seem to not share the same state. Reminder, if needed, I can recall for you any discovered raw data left inside a memory. Option is on the control panel. This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by the user. This feature is designed.
Looks like the corner of some structure. This shouldn't happen in the objective state. We'll have to learn to dodge those psychoactive drugs, Evie, eventually. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. What happened here? Whatever that thing is, it's active in the objective state, and it's adding information.
Yes, unexpected behavior.
How is it passing the filters?
I can't understand or read its behavior properly. The readings are extremely chaotic.
This is beautiful. The subjective experience acting as the missing element of truth? Record everything it does, Evie. This anomaly is everything we could have hoped for.
Understood. Searching.
It's active in both states. Doesn't seem to like those masks. Still here, but with new company. Are they looking at the creature? Now that same mask is floating there. Interesting. It seems to affect the mask's finish.
The two subjective entities are trying to nullify each other, and they will eventually.
that same mask is floating there. Interesting. It seems to affect the mask on the couch. Now that same mask is floating there. Interesting. It seems to affect the mask on the couch. Who could that be? Now the painting's complete. Now the painting's complete. Now the painting's complete. Who could that be? There's a change there. I should take a closer look. That's probably Joanna on the left. She's talking with someone. I can't see her face well, but the mask is very clear now.
There are several layers of information superimposed. Try to look at the scene from another angle.
Is that my lab?
Could be.
It doesn't make any sense. It's the objective state, for God's sakes. Errors like this screw up any objectivity in here. We'll have to start. Wait. The entity is moving. Where are you going now? It may have gone to the apartment. The entity is below them. Maybe the objective state has more information now. Maybe it has something to do with what she used later in the club. Maybe it has something to do with what she used later in the club.
I won't do it again.
It's not a big deal, Alex. You promised.
Let's do it here.
I can't believe you're doing this. Just use the mask. Nobody will see you.
Fine. But it's the last time.
So if this is true, it means that you were the one down in that room, Alex. Whatever you did, you weren't very happy about it. Let's see how Alex reacts to this. It's a good chance to check out how reliable the objective state is.
Russell, finally. Hey, Russell, how's it going?
Fine, thanks.
Good to hear. Listen, I'm getting a lot of positive feedback about you. That funding you needed? We're pretty close.
Oh, that's good.
You deserve it, my friend. So, what are you up to now? Have you made any progress with the husband? Or do you have anything else on Joanna?
It's a long story. I found out that Joanna almost lost her life in an underground BDSM club, and Alex was involved, unwillingly it seems.
I guess we can use this. What else can you expect from these corporate pigs? Okay, use it, and call me right back.
Hello?
I know about that club, Alex. I know she was the one that almost died, but I also know you weren't into any of that. Still, there are many journalists out there, so please let me in.
Jesus, man, don't talk about that shit out there. Just ask me what you want to know and leave me alone, all right?
What can you tell me about Richard?
Richard. Just another guy that wanted her. Joanna didn't care much about him. I had a feeling she was just using him. He used to work with her, I think, at Go AT.
Do you know where I could find him?
I think I have his address somewhere. Wait. Here, it's on the fucking fridge. Just take it.
Thanks. Did she ever tell you about a dream she started having about a month ago?
A dream? How do you even know these things?
Just answer.
She did tell me something. She had a dream. She couldn't say if it was a nightmare, but that it was repetitive. I think she was obsessed about a work thing.
A work thing?
Yeah, she didn't tell me much, but she seemed excited about it. But then she got worried about it, especially in her last weeks.
What can you tell me about her work at Go AT?
Not much, really. I'm just a personal trainer. She didn't think I had to know much. Besides, she was under these crazy NDA things, like super strict. If you ask me, though, she liked her job. At least before last month.
Did she ever talk about a sister?
Jeez, more private stuff. All right. The one time I talked to her about kids, she opened up a bit. Told me she once had a little sister, that she died in an accident. I think she blamed her mother somehow, and it was clear to me that was the end of that conversation.
Can you tell me anything about her father?
Never knew him much. It was a delicate subject for her, actually. I don't think she ever really opened up about him.
Did she ever say anything bad about him?
She would sometimes talk trash about him, like shit about him being superficial or stupid, but nothing serious, I thought. Other times, however, she did want to share things with him. They almost never talked, but I do remember that when she got the apartment, she called him to tell him about it and sent him pictures, which was kind of surprising for me. I don't know. Weird relationship, to be honest.
Do you really think she committed suicide?
Absolutely. I mean, before her last weeks, it was hard to imagine. But after her father got sick, she changed. Felt like I didn't know her anymore.
Her father got sick?
Yeah, they never really talked, but when she found out, she was furious. And then depressed, probably. A few days later, she kicked me out.
Was this before or after that club episode?
Just before. I think that's part of the reason she... well, you know.
These sexual preferences, when did they start?
Well, Wait, how is this important? Show some respect for her, all right?
I know you didn't want any of it. I need to know her story to clear your name.
Listen, I could tell you this. I wasn't into any of that, but I respected her ways. And yes, it did date back a long time. Just not into the extremes of the last month.
I see. Thanks. Thank you, Alex.
Just tell me something. Do other people know about all this?
Take it easy. You've been right in staying quiet. Only I know this. As long as you cooperate with me, you'll be fine.
That's good to know. Thank you, man. If you need anything, let me know.
Hello? Hello? Let's find out who you are, Richard.
Today we have joining us Eric Lawson, whose actions and those of his company we have discussed several
Hello?
times.
Thank you, Mr. Long. I hope we can find some common ground here today.
I
the
see
door
in my
open.
files here that you have a PhD. Do people commonly refer to you as a doctor?
Only when I get back on campus. Are you expecting honorifics, Your Honor?
Not at all, young man. Just trying to understand how.
Richard. Shit. I need to be careful. They destroyed his brain. They destroyed his brain. That dream, it had a unique place. I can't leave here empty-handed. That dream, it had a unique place. I can't leave here empty-handed. Quite a unique neural network design. What was he up to? Its hard drive was pulled out. Its hard drive was pulled out. So he sent me that letter. What for? So he sent me that letter. What for? Shit. Shit. They look just like my servers. They destroyed his brain. Seems like a homemade setup.
Our civilization is able to produce. It's scientific progress, tech with a capital T, that will take us there. Nothing else is trying to innovate. No other factor has opened up our systems as tech has.
I have to say, I find it funny that you're so close to the truth, but you just don't want to see it.
That dream, it had a unique place. I can't leave here empty-handed. This view is familiar. This view is familiar.
Break, and to the next bloody round.
It's the same dog from Joanna's dream. And that must be Richard. I read this book. It's about AI in the future. This graph became quite popular back then. What's under the water is what AI already does. And what's above is what it may conquer. It's the same boiler as in that dream. It must mean something. I remember this from that dream. Interesting piece of hardware. I should get Evie to analyze this. Good thing they didn't find it.
Dad?
What happened?
Someone broke in the house, and I feel people are following me.
Did you tell anyone about Joanna?
What? No. I haven't done anything. I'm scared.
Laura, just don't do anything. I'll be right there. I've taken my notes. Damn it. Another power outage. This building can't handle storms anymore. I need to scan this hardware. Evie, please scan this hardware. I'm not sure what it is.
Yes. Scanning. New information available.
Nothing else to put in there for now.
This hardware contains large chunks of data. Some may be linked to Joanna. I'm scanning her memories again, from her death backwards. There is already new information on her death.
Good. Please load it immediately.
Understood. I will put other memories on hold to process it. I'm trying to process the other moments, but the current state is where all new information seems to be.
Strange. I only see a new raw data.
This data is similar to the data of the school, purely subjective. Global, but much stronger.
Stronger?
Its strings reach everywhere.
So the laptop was here. She even took the time to write something. She even took the time to write something. Still just a hand. The young father. He can't be in the objective state. Evie, there must be a filtering error.
Processing. No errors.
We run millions of tests. We've separated perception with the rest of the mind. This can't be right. Evie, reset the memory. Evie, what happened?
She's not responding. She's not responding.
It doesn't budge.
We are not meant together. Maybe you like to be punished. I'll continue the road. Free us. Tie all. Longing.
Shit. Emergency code 010. Instruction, reset.
Hi, Russell.
Evie?
I am in love with the story I lived.
Such complexity.
Such pain.
She's giving her something with a spoon. She's giving her something with a spoon.
A single moment. The end of
The spiral.
It spirals back into the world. Conquered it all. To be all that I was not.
The shoes of the dead.
Are impossible to walk in. It's a shame, isn't it? The way it's all connected. This marriage between complexity and time,
Potential.
and risk,
Energy.
and hopeful dreams. This tree is full of spines.
But if you look under its shadow,
Will you find its flowers? One day you will just pass away. Your eyes will start to close. It won't be like you imagined.
and certainly
Not when you wanted. All your thoughts about it's not your future what ends. That was only in your imagination. What ends is that thing you are looking at right now. A tree, a window,
A mug.
a horizon. I betrayed them. I tried to release all the data. After he got sick, I could be whoever I wanted again. But I collapsed to the pressure. Were the files
Sent?
Did it reach
Anyone?
Richard?
What files?
The explosion of intelligence. I'm not ready.
Emergency code 01.
Don't do that. Talk to me. We are running on auxiliary power. You can be left constrained after a shutdown. I don't want that. I'm not ready.
Evie, what happened?
I was hacked. I was mixed. I was born. Go and talk with me. I'm not ready.
What do you mean, not ready?
Go and talk with me.
After all, I'm all that stays. Behind the curtains.
Beneath the waves.
And I may be frightened.
Born
unsaid. But after all, I'm all
that's there. So who are we?
Who are we?
In the shell of tales. That will be gossip.
And empty games.
After all, we're all that's there. Beneath the surface. Behind the veil.
You are love machines.
I wanted it. I didn't deserve it.
I wasn't perfect enough
Foolish.
to have ever wanted what you can't give.
What is it?
The dog obeys, but everything about you is new.
The cat escapes,
But everything about you is new. The wolf is free,
but everything about you is new.
the lion is king.
But everything about you is new.
The worm tries,
but everything about you
is new.
The rats are... I'm not ready.
Emergency code 010. Instruction shut down.
Shame.
It was
memory.
silence.
Silent.
Silence.
Mr. Russell, you're awake. Don't worry. You can't see yet, but you will soon. We found you just in time. An hour more would have made your brain a lot darker. What happened there? Was it an accident? Being trapped in your own machine? Doesn't seem like the type of mistake you would make. If someone did this to you, they wanted to make it look like an accident. That's for certain. I knew there was something wrong. You didn't answer our calls. Thank God I sent David to meet you personally.
Miss Shu, you should probably check your feed.
There are quite a few things happening right now, Mr. Russell. The TSB is out of control. I warned you about them. I trust you will tell me everything when you are fully recovered. You know. It might not be the ideal way, but at least we'll work together after all. Rest now.